We were both got raped anally because I went to my number one least favorite city in America and just took it up the tailpipe. Syracuse, New York. You know who you are. You know where you are. 2 degrees. That's the other thing about Syracuse. Every time I show up, they go, this is wild. It's never this cold. I'm like, I came here in July last year, and it was fucking 2 degrees. What the hell are you talking about? It's never nice.
I think I said this last time we talked about Syracuse. It blows my mind that they're able to recruit basketball players to come to Syracuse.
I know.
How did you do that?
That's all they have. Well, they're pretty legendary, that orange team or whatever the
I
fuck.
know. Jim Boeheim. I mean, that guy should run for president.
Gayheim, if
He's
you ask
getting,
me.
like, young urban kids to be like, come up here. It's nice. And they're like, okay.
That's a good point.
I'm like, how are you doing that?
Yeah, he should work on BLM. But they have no lives up there because there's nothing to do, so they don't matter. But it was wild up there. I mean, just tundra shit. You know, a guy picks you up with the fur coat on. He's like, get in the car. We will die out here. You know, I'm cutting open a polar bear. I'm living in it. It's so cold.
It's like Rocky IV.
The crazy Russian. The Russian?
Ivan Drago.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
He was, man, that's a handsome man, huh?
I will break you. Is he
like
handsome?
Well, he's a perfect spec. He's like the Aryan with the muscle, with the blonde and the good face. He's got a PhD, by the way.
No kidding.
Dolph Lundgren, yeah.
I don't know what a PhD is.
Pre-hyperbolic diabetic.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
People say a PhD. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm really a moron.
No, you're a smart cat.
Well, I got wisdom, but I got no knowledge.
You got whiz.
Yeah.
On me. So yeah, get up there, and Thursday night it's in a mall. All they have is a mall. The people there are sad. Everybody's got a puss on, you know. Even the women look like they've been hit today, and they're like, "Well, it's a good day. I only got hit twice." It's just a bummer.
Get that puss off your face.
Yeah. So
R.I.P. Kevin Meaney.
You know, the mall food, the whole thing's a bummer, and. You know, I get there, and the first crowd, I've been having some good sets. You know, we've been selling some tickets. Some gays come out, the Netflix. Things are kind of moving, and then you get there, and it all goes away. These people go, who are you? We don't care. We're here to eat. You're lucky we're here. We got free tickets, and it brings you right back to those, like, first couple years of, do I suck? I'm not good at this. These people hated me. And you turn into, first you have that feeling of, like, fuck you guys. And then you go in and you're like, maybe it's me. Maybe I do suck. Why can't I get them to laugh? This is on me. And then, you know, you just start spiraling, and it's just heckle and shutting them down, and then the club not doing anything, and then getting mad at the club, and then you realize you like the chicken fingers more than you like me, and the whole thing sucks. You end up getting drunk. Now you're in a spiral. You wake up hungover. You bomb again that night, so you get drunk again. Whatever. 5 shows. Eating my ass.
Ooh.
Selling shirts in the mall on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Then, here we go. Last night. Last show. I tell Raj Balani, funny guy, he was opening. He goes, what do you want to do? You want to drive back at like 8 a.m. or you want to just suck it up and drive the 4 hours back on Saturday night after the second show? And I said, let's do it. Second show drive. So he goes, all right. So we pack our bags. We get to the mall. Saturday early show. Slug Fest. It's sold out. You think sold out. Here we go. But now it's just more people that don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know, which is actually harder. And they're all the way in the back, and they're not even listening. You know, you walk to the back of the club, and you walk back up, and everybody's texting, everybody's TikToking, and you're like, what are you going to do? But fuck it. So you're counting the minutes. Just got to do 45. Just got to do 45. And I know there's people hearing this going, I was at the show. It didn't seem that bad. But you don't know. When you do a good show, then you go there, you're like, this is tough.
Right. Yeah. It's sometimes that's reversed, too. Sometimes you're like, that was the best show of my life. And people are like, the crowd sucked, but I loved you. And I'm
That's true.
The crowd was great.
Yeah. I go both ways. So first show was tough. Just brutal. You know the guys looking up at you like this in the front row?
I know that guy.
And you're like, this works. I've done this joke a million times. It's like, that was my bulletproof joke. And then I'll be like, look at this fat guy. And they're like, that? I'm like, I worked on that joke 6 months. The fat guy thing killed you. What are we doing here?
I know. They want Rickles. They want you to go
Rickles.
through and go, is this guy an eagle or a Jew? And woohoo!
Yes. They don't want to think.
Joke.
Yeah, that's not bad. They don't want to think. They don't want to process. They don't want to like stew on anything. They just want, give me the straight chocolate. They want the chocolate. They want the mayonnaise. They don't want the radish on the side. They don't want the salad. They want the straight dick in the ass.
Mayonnaise.
I don't know where I got mayonnaise.
I can hear someone outside.
I
It's
know.
So bad. Literally, you hear
yelling dick in the ass.
You hear dick in the ass, and then you hear like a high heel step.
Oh, I hate a high heel step. Well, I like it up my ass, but I don't want it in the hallway.
Oh God, so
All right.
bad. We have to like put hoods on when we leave.
I got a Klan hood if you need it. But so Saturday Late Show was tough. Then you got to sell shirts, and then you know what, you're selling shirts, and the guy's like, I was a guy who yelled at you. You're like, oh hey, and he's like, I like you, and you're like, oh whatever. You sell the shirt, you take the photo, then Saturday Late Show, I'm like, here we go. It's like a heist. You're like, get the car running, get the bag in the car, get out of my face, fuck you, let's get paid now. All this shit you're planning just to get the shit out of Dodge.
I always feel like I'm hurting their feelings, so I'm like, would you mind giving me the check on Thursday? Because I really want to leave
I know.
quickly.
They're like, well, you might sell out on Saturday. You want to tally that in? Just keep it. Give me the
bonus.
guarantee.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I handed the manager my hotel key. I was like, you take the room. I'm gone. So then Saturday Late Show comes. We go, here we go. It's half full. The other show is full. This one's full. So now we've gone down to 120 people. Hottest show of the year.
Ooh.
All this just bullshit all weekend. And then the last show is just like Tuesdays.
Wow.
Comedy fans, people. We drove here from Omaha. We drove here from Beijing and Wuhan and all this shit.
You got to animate it.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
I know. And then also, the beauty of it is you ate shit for 6 years on all the other shows. So you've built up all these, like, Syracuse zings. Mm-hmm. So now on the last show, you're winging and whapping and whopping, and you're just killing them with all these. They're like, where'd you come up with all this shit? And you're like, yeah, I came up with it because I got my ass kicked on fucking 3 other shows.
Bayheim.
Yes, Gayheim. So, hottest show ever. And then they're like, we got to get a photo. And then I'm like, well, this is backwards because now we're hightailing it out of here. I'm running out there with a bag of money and my pants are falling down. I'm running out of the mall. And they're all going, where are you going? We had the greatest experience of our lives. It was like this connection, this magical night, and then you're leaving. And so it's kind of kooky because you leave right after that great show.
Right. And how was that ride? You're through the night? Good talk, good convo,
great
music?
Talk,
what are we
great
talking?
Convo.
Podcast?
You amped up from the show. So you're feeling good, and it was a good show. You end on a high note. You got your check. So it was great. It was 4 hours flew by, and he got tired at one point, so I drove. That's kind of fun. Now I'm driving the bus. Pulled up to the house at 4 a.m. and was so happy we did it.
Wow, that's fun. I love a drive through the night. I love comics in a car. It doesn't happen as much as it used to.
It was great because you have those big belly laughs where it's just you and him saying horrible shit. Then you get real. You talk about your childhood or your girlfriend problems, and then you talk about therapy. And then you get back to the laughs. It's great.
Yeah, it's always hard. It's a weird thing. I've been on both sides of this. When you leave right after a show, because one of you just got off stage and you're on stage for 50 minutes, you're fresh. The other person's just been sitting around for an hour.
True.
So it's hard because you're like when you're the one opening, you're like, all right, get through the show. Come on, let's get it to where we're both talking. But when you just headline, you're like, and then that lady and that crazy, that was crazy. You see that bit? You hear that bit?
And they're like, I'm done with that. I've already moved on.
Yeah, they're like, my weekend's over. Yeah. So it's always tricky.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We had a great night, and driving through New York at night is nice because there's no one on the road, and it's pretty, and it's easy and quick. Got through that Lincoln Tunnel. Zip, zap, zoom. Back home in bed at 4:18.
Love those twinkly lights.
Here.
Big city.
Big city, bright lights.